Yeah, that's right, Steve. Debbie Dalton lost her son Hunter to fentanyl back in 2016. She's since made it her mission to spread awareness about its deadly impacts, working alongside the governor, who she met not long after Hunter's death. And today she spoke with us, explaining the need for this fentanyl unit right now, calling it a bipartisan issue.
I doubt that you could find anybody that has not been touched to some degree by this hideous epidemic.
It's been more than 8 years since Debbie Dalton's life changed forever, but the memory of her son Hunter hasn't dimmed.
We need more Hunters in the world. He was this great young man, and he could be contributing in it. And while he made a bad decision that night, you're not supposed to suffer those kind of consequences for your decisions.
Hunter was out celebrating with a friend when he took what he thought was cocaine, unaware it was actually fentanyl. He died a week later with Debbie at his side. Not long afterwards, she met now Governor Josh Stein, sharing Hunter's story and advocating for action around fentanyl in North Carolina. Last night, Debbie was one of the governor's guests of honor at the State of the State, getting a standing ovation on the House floor.
So surreal and so incredibly special. I'm humbled. I'm honored.
The governor using that speech to call once again for what he calls a fentanyl control unit, a task force comprised of law enforcement and prosecutors to find the illegal drug and go after those distributing it.
And too many North Carolinians are like Debbie. Parents, siblings, children, friends, people who will never get their loved one back.
For local advocates like Barb Walsh, who founded the Fentanyl Victims Network of North Carolina, it's a step many years in the making.
To me, it's a continuation of the fight against fentanyl and his support of the over 18,000 devastated families who have a loved one who's been killed by fentanyl.
Barb lost her daughter Sophia to fentanyl in August of 2021 and has since worked with lawmakers to get new legislation passed, including a bill making it easier for prosecutors to go after people who sell bad drugs. She says the time for bipartisan action is now.
This is not a red issue or a blue issue. Fentanyl does not discriminate in who it kills.
Debbie's connection with the governor became so strong, she actually shared her personal story in a series of campaign ads last fall. Stein's remarks were met with bipartisan applause last night. We'll have to wait until budget negotiations to see if there's bipartisan appetite to fund that new unit. We're live in Raleigh. Sean Coffey, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.